Hello and welcome to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, the Let's Play. So why is Pokemon Y in it? I need to fix that. Let's open up this box. That's the best way to fix it, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to unbox it right now to show I've not played it right now, ever. At the moment. Okay? So, yeah. I really like how the box is blue, by the way. Just that little edge. I like it. I like how Pokemon Alpha Sapphire's box is blue. I might actually keep that box to use for other stuff. Okay. So, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I'll be registering that later. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer, the cartridge. See that? The cartridge isn't blue. That's a little bit of a downer. I'd have loved it if the cartridge was blue. Right. I'm willing to bet, by the way, that during my recording, this 3DS capture card equipment craps out a couple of times. Because it's been doing that when I've been test recording. Ooh, speaking of which. So I've noticed this thing actually doesn't like Pokemon that much. It's still set at 13. It should still be okay. Okay. Right, so, I'm going to remove Pokemon Y. Oh my god, it knew a game left. Something I've had a problem with the 3DS recently is that it seems to think that the game you just removed is still in the system. Which means that Super Mario 64 is Pokemon Y far too often recently. Right, I need to put Y somewhere safe. Let's put it in my old 3DS. Okay. Also, just as a pseudo update video thing at the start of this, the whole week's going to be this Alpha Sapphire. That's what's going to be happening for the whole week for a fair while because I can't get access to my other equipment right now to record it. Okay? Alright, so, without further ado, ooh, Kyogre's cry. That is neat. Right, something I have done in preparation, I noticed that there was a patch for this game on the eShop. I've already downloaded that. That way, how this Let's Play is going to go should still be fine. I should still be able to access online. That'll be critical, hopefully. So, without further ado, let us begin our Let's Play of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. And I need something actually at the moment, I think. Let me see if I've got one. Ooh, language. Language, of course. Right. What language do I want to play this in? Let's see. Spanish is neat. German is awesome. The Japanese are awesome. I like to understand what I'm saying. English. Begin the game. Right, let's see the opening. There'll probably be a lot of me being quiet during the LP, by the way. I really like how that looks. It's gorgeous. Latias. And there is the rival. I'm not going to be picking the male trainer. Something I tend to do with the Pokemon games is I pick I pick the male for one set of games and the female for another. Mega Camerupt. Hello, Archie. Alright, let's begin the Fliplocke of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. That's what I'm calling it. Right, how this LP is going to work. Yeah, I like seeing Primal Kyogre down there, actually. That looks neat. Kyogre's cry. Alright, so, yes. Oh, Game Boy Advance. I'll explain the rules of the lock later then, yeah? Okay. Ah! It's on an actual sort of system, okay. Oh, he's looking at it while he's in the moving van. That's nice. You live alongside Pokemon. Azuro, Aggron, Aron. This is a pretty neat opening. Poochyena. I can't remember, is it Poochyena that attacks him or Zigzagoon? So I'm pretty sure Ruby and Sapphire are a different Pokemon to Emerald that attacked him. I don't know whether which one they're going to be using. Okay. Oh, he's got an Azuro doll as well. How about you? Are you a boy or are you a girl? This is a pretty neat menu sort of thing. Right, so I'm gonna pick May because I was the male trainer in Pokemon Y, and I just said I usually pick the male trainer for one set of the games and the female trainer for the other one. So I'm picking May. Name. If you know what that is, then you knew me before this. That's whatever. Some people will know what that name is referring to. Ah, I see. You're that hammer. Oh, he knows. Oh, okay. I wonder if we still have that Azuro doll for secret bases. Very own adventure is now about to unfold. Be courageous and leave the van into your home. Your parents were very considerate to put you in the back of a van. Have fun. Okay. Let's see what's going to go on. Right. It's an Azuro doll. That's a familiar smell. Right, it's obviously not a lot we can do in the moving van. I'm actually going to do one thing before we do anything else. Right, tech speed is fast. That's what's going to happen. Force save is off. Button mode. Oh, that's alright. No, I'm going to leave that on Switch. I usually put it to set after beating the game. But considering this is going to be a Nuzlocke style run, I'm going to leave it on Switch for now. Of course I want the battle effects on. Right. I forgot anything in my bag actually, it would be handy to know that right now. I have a potion. Okay, good. Right, let's leave into the world of Pokemon. 3D graphics. I wonder what that was. Music. A lot of people will say, a lot of people have heard me say before, and a lot of people know that I don't like the original music in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. And a big reason for that is the Game Boy Advance instruments. I'm not a big fan of the instrumentation used to do the music. There's a few exceptions, like, trying to think of some of the exceptions. The Battle Frontier music still sounded neat in Emerald. The Weather Trio's theme still sounded really neat. And, Slateport, I think, had a neat theme. That's the only pieces of that's the only pieces of music that really stand out. The Elite Four as well, I guess, but not a lot stand out from the original Ruby and Sapphire. This version of Little Root already beats all of them. I'm loving this music right now. And the music that was in the demo was really good as well, so high hopes. The Machoke's doing the moving. Machoke. The moving man. It's so weird having it be Machoke. Have a nice day, little girl. Dad. Oh yeah, I like that about the third generation games. They're like the only ones that have a... Oh, the doll's up there. I wanted the doll. Right, the third generation games, something I really like about them is that you have a dad. He's actually alive. Right, so, let's see. A Lapras doll. That's not the I wasn't trying to talk to that. Oh, there's a Wii U. Is there anything on the television? I seem to recall there usually being a PC or something here. Yeah. Alright. That'll be a map of Hoenn. I've already got a map of Hoenn actually, looking at this. Oh, a really good map of Hoenn. That is neat. Alright. Something I didn't do before this episode, I probably should have done it beforehand, but something I was planning to do was mark off every single route in Hoenn, and every time I capture something in it, mark it off. I don't think it could capture anything in Little Route, even with a fishing rod, but yeah, that sort of stuff's going to happen. Right, so let's leave the home. Or not. Oh, the clock. Right, set the clock. I thought we would need to do that because, you know, I've got 3DS's clock and stuff. I don't have to do it. What's the point in making me go and set the clock if I don't set the clock? You should make sure everything is on your desk as well. Hey, you still can't go into bed. Is there anything in my trash can? No. Right. I'm done with this room. Oh wait, this'll be Dad. This'll be Norman. Well... Professor Birch is his name. Well, I'll have to go and visit him. Alright. But yeah, I love the music that I've heard, so that this version of Little Bit just sounds... Ooh! I forgot this from the demo. No longer need running shoes. No longer need to be... Yeah, D-pad still sets us to grid by grid, but now if we're walking, we can still do analog movement. That's neat, I like that. Right, that'll be the lab. He said to go to Professor Birch's home. That'll be Brandon. Okay. I've got a name for him. I know what I'm going to call him. Oh, he gets a better suited up scene than us. All we got is, we exist. Yeah, the rival theme sounds pretty neat. I don't actually consider this guy the rival. If this follows the original, then this is going to be, I don't consider this guy the rival. The rival is, Oh, I don't name him. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not fair. He's got a deluxe Wii U. My family cheaped out. Oh, but I've got Lapras doll and he has no doll. Right. Okay, I'm going to assume that there's nothing in this room for us. Okay. I'm gonna go and see if we have to save him, the professor, right now. I think someone is screaming. Yeah, here we go. It's a Poochiana. Okay, here is the rules of this lock, okay? This is going to be a Fliplocke, although I haven't got a coin, now that I think about it. I've planned this out really well. Right, I haven't got a coin, so I might be using something else for flipping. The rules of this lock are, standard Nuzlocke affair, I have to nickname every Pokemon. If a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead. It'll be put in a death box, and I can only try and capture the first encounter of any route. Extra sort of rules. 1. Shinies. Shinies are a legitimate capture whenever they appear. I'm allowed to capture a shiny if it appears, regardless of if it's the first encounter or not. And if it's the first encounter, it doesn't use up that encounter. However, the shiny must let go on my team. I have to use it. And if the shiny faints, it gets released. I'm not going to put it in a death box, it'll be released. So I have to do my best to keep shiny Pokemon alive if I encounter them throughout this fight. Second rule, there will be a coin toss for every encounter that I do manage to catch. Although, like I say, I don't have a coin on me right now. Heads, the coin, heads, I keep the encounter. Okay? And tails, I wander trade it. So yeah, also I'll be using the EXP share most likely, because I don't want to make this too tricky. But yeah, I will be doing that sort of thing. Also, the rules don't kick in until I can buy a Pokeball. All interactable Pokemon and gift Pokemon, including the starter, are banned. The minute I capture a Pokemon, I must get rid of the starter. So this doesn't matter here. Whatever one I pick, really it only decides my rival's Pokemon. Trico is my favourite. Sceptile is my favourite out of the 3 Megas. I assume the rival's going to have a Mega. So I'm going to pick Mudkip in order to make them have that. Mudkip, if I'm thinking correctly, will also get... If it works like Y as well, this will get me the Mudkip Megastone. And the Sceptile one will be the next one I buy. If there's anything just like Pokemon Y in that regard. I've already got Blazikens, so that's kind of handy as well for later on. So, we're going to go in Mudkip. I like Mudkips. Already heard this song. Go Mudkip! I don't have to nickname Mudkip, by the way, because Mudkip is not a nick. Oh, they've changed them as well. Alright, the Hoenn starters have their elemental move. Wait a minute, the Hoenn starters have their elemental move. I need to capture something before the rival battle. Okay. Tackle! Poochiana has fallen and we have saved the professor from something he could easily have kicked away. What sort of professor goes into a thing without a Pokemon to defend himself? Or Pokeballs to defend himself? That happens worryingly frequently. You'd think a professor would have a really powerful Pokemon to help defend themselves with. But apparently not. Okay, so Amber, I heard so much about you from your father, but he said that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. If that's true, that was quite the performance back there. Looks like you really are your father's daughter. Oh yes. To say thanks for saving me out there, how about I give you that Pokemon you used earlier? Well, but I can't use it though, this is a Fliplocke. While you're at it, why not give a nickname to that Mudkip? Nah. Nice, so my boy Brandon happens to be out. My boy. I doubt that way yourself. What do you think? I think I should not go and see him. Nah. But thou must. If you're ever lost along the way, just use your feet. Right. Okay. Let's see. No. It doesn't look like I'll be able to access the PSS for wander trading. Actually, do you give me something? We're not supposed to get Pokeballs off of someone. Let's talk to people. Your Nintendo 3DS. Right. Okay, let's move on. Oh, don't let that be our first encounter. Please don't let Wurmple be the first Pokemon I catch. Please. I don't want my first encounter to be Wurmple. Right. So I guess the next step is to get Pokeballs so that we can actually capture another Pokemon so that we don't use this Mudkip anymore. That's not our encounter. Like I said, we have to have Pokeballs before we can get our encounter. Your Pokemon get tired, I want Pokeballs. Oh, they forced this on you. I liked how it was in several other games. Okay, potions. I don't need potions. Stop taking me on a tour of the place. Okay, admittedly that wasn't that long, so it doesn't annoy me that. I have a feeling they showed a Game Boy there for some reason. You're just talking about potions. Pokeballs. Yes, you may give me potions. Did I hit buy? Looks like I don't have access to Pokeballs. I have to battle a rival, don't I? Alright, here we go. We're gonna go battle the rival. The rival's the Pokemon's gonna know Absorb. So that's gonna annoy me. I don't like the music in the original Ruby and Sapphire, but these remakes, the music the music that I have heard so far in this game and in the demo has been good. A level 2. I don't want a level 2 to be my first encounter. Please don't let level 2 be my first encounter. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a view of something. You know what? It doesn't actually matter if Mudkip dies or something, so yeah. I'm beginning to regret saying that my starter doesn't count. Rival battle coming up.